Hello guys and welcome to Battlefield 1. It has been announced, it is official, it is coming October 21st, worldwide. Oh yes. I was actually at that preview event and I saw a little bit of extra content, around 10 minutes of like behind the scenes gameplay, extra footage, that sort of stuff. And my god, the stuff you saw in that trailer is how the game actually looks. It literally blew my mind. So let's first talk about, I guess, the title of the game. It's a bit odd. Battlefield 1. Obviously, it's been a bunch of old Battlefield games. Battlefield 4, 3, Bad Company. There's been loads. Absolutely loads. The name is a bit odd, but basically it's the dawn of modern warfare. Hence the number 1. World War 1, the first modern sort of warfare. That's why the name is called Battlefield 1. And of course, there will be a beta for this game like every other FPS. There's always some sort of beta. And this actually gives you early access to the beta. Link in the description. So if you guys want to do that, that's up to you. As far as I know, it does come out on all the consoles, the PC, so you guys can try it first. So let's talk about melee combat. Melee combat is massive in this game. Basically, they've gone from Battlefield 4 and gone, delete all of that and do it all again. And you can tell it just looks absolutely awesome. It's devastating. You can feel it. You can feel the power of this spade. That doesn't quite sound correct, but you know, anyway, a trench spade. You grab it, you whack someone with it, and you just destroy their head. And you've got like spike maces, swords on horses. You've got a bayonet. You can actually charge at someone. So literally, you see someone in front of you, you can actually charge at them with a bayonet. I mean, what? That sounds so good. So let's talk about the classes. Classes are a little bit different this time around. Nothing dramatically different, but just a few alterations. It's got a scout, which is a sniper. How will snipers work in World War 1? I don't know. A lot more analog, no special sights or something like that. It's going to be basic sight, down the scope, all analog, which is actually quite exciting. And they have a medic. A medic we saw briefly. I think it might have been outside of the trailer. It's like a little syringe with a little spiky needle on it. Stab into someone and you save them on the floor. Again, medic. And then we come to assault. Assault is actually a sort of anti-tank explosive expert. So I can literally explode tanks with dynamite. I just hit my desk. That really hurt. Anyway, let's move on. Onto support. Support is actually a heavy machine gun. Literally just mows people down, pins them down, and you're like the main gunner, I guess. Also, you have your assigned tasks. So you're the tank guy, you're the pilot. You can't just switch in and out of like whatever you fancy. You're actually trained in like a certain discipline as such. So you're a tank guy, you're a pilot. Do your job. So as you can probably tell, there's no mention of engineer class at all. Like, literally nowhere. So how do we repair tanks? How do we repair and fix my tanks? If I get slightly damaged, what do I do? I guess in World War 1, they sort of rushed the tanks out. The war started very suddenly. And I guess there's like no intention of saving the tanks. You can't repair them. They were like left on the battlefield. Oh, just leave that tank behind. That's not going to work again. So I guess that's probably the same route the game's gone. There's no engineer class at all. Also, a quick little note about the gas. The gas looks really good, like that green smog of death slowly moving towards you. Oh my god, that would scare the crap out of me. As far as I know, you have to have the gas mask actually as one of your items to equip it. So if you don't have a gas mask, you're dead, pretty much. So I don't know why you wouldn't carry it though, because it looks really cool. I'd love to just get out my little bag and just chuck it on. I love how he puts it on, like, that sucks to your face. Love it. And of course, this game has sea battles, plane battles, Zeppelins, land, of course, with tanks. And my god, the biplanes look so good. I love how everything is now analog. Analog, no lock-on targets. All about your own ability to aim and fire. And it feels a lot more tactical in that way. I don't love all this like lock-on javelin thing. It's not for me. And I think for people that perhaps don't play Battlefield as much, perhaps like the Call of Duty guys or Halo guys, can jump into this game now and feel a little bit more on like a level playing field, which is nice. And the fact biplanes are now in the game as well, that is such a cool addition. Again, all analog, no lock-on abilities, just a machine gun attached and just attack. Go into battle, don't die. I was just like, what? This is crazy. If you actually hit a plane in front of you, that will take damage and it will actually affect the steering as well. So say you take off like the left wing or like bits of it, it will go like left and it'll be damaged and it won't handle the same. And that is exactly what destruction in Battlefield should do. That's what it's there for. Destruction has a consequence. Obviously, destruction is now back in the game, of course, from the previous games, but also better. It's actually got an actual effect on the battlefield. That Levolution, is it called Levolution? Whatever it's called, is back as well. So stuff will get destroyed, but say like you destroy a house, perhaps that little wall might still be up, so you can sort of hide behind that. It's like, it won't turn into like a sniper field of just flat land, because that's not fun. That's horrible. So I'm actually quite excited about single player in this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they take it. I've heard they're going to do like several different stories, so perhaps you go to like a soldier on the horseback, perhaps do like a tank commander, and you sort of switch like different locations, different people throughout the whole story, which I like. And also have compelling characters, obviously destructive environments and that sort of stuff. That excites me. That's good. Nice direction. Let's briefly talk about the Zeppelins for a little bit. Zeppelins obviously quite slow, turn left and right, a bit hard to sort of move around, but they will feature in the game in some way, perhaps in certain gameplay modes, or perhaps single player. I don't really know exactly, but it'll be interesting to see how they put them into the game, because obviously they're very slow and sluggish and not exactly ideal for warfare. Also the same thing with horses, obviously a lot faster, but probably won't take much damage because they're like flesh and that sort of boring stuff. But they run into battle really quickly with their swords and charging in, which will be cool. It'll be cool to see, but how will they actually work in a fully functioning multiplayer map? I don't know. Also, you got artillery bombardments, which will just rain down bombs onto the battlefield, causing absolute destruction, hopefully killing a few enemies as well. It'd be interesting to see how the trenches work as well. Like, do you go into the trenches? Will that cover you from the rains of artillery? Will it be like a call come out, perhaps? That siren? I don't know. How cool. I cannot wait for this game. You can wait, I'm quite excited. I'm talking very quickly. Also, you got battleships. Battleships can rain fire onto the battlefield again. Very, very strong. Strong artillery tanks. Just destroy. Create massive holes. I just want to see how this works. How's this going to work in a fully fledged 64-player map? It's going to be awesome. Deserts, Italy, city environments. This game is going to rock. Cannot wait to play. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a nice old thumbs up if you want to see more videos on this game. Share with your friends and that sort of stuff. And I'll see you guys soon for some more Battlefield. Bye-bye.